Hello guys, my name is João Augusto, I'm software engineer. In this video, we're gonna solve this problem of LeetCode 217 contains duplicate. So let's do it guys. Let me first read the description. So given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice, that's important, in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. So example 1, the input here we have 1, 2, 3, and 1. The output is true. So the element 1 occurs at index 0 and 3. So the number appears 2 times. So that's why the output here is true. Example 2 is false because every element here is distinct, and example 3 is true also. So for this kind of problem, it's not a difficult problem. It's pretty easy. For this kind of problem, we can use a dictionary or hash set for that. Hash set will be the easiest way to fix the problem because as a hash set is a data structure that store only distinct numbers in int numbers, strings, all this kind of stuff. So basically we just have to compare, like, if the length of these numbers is different from the length of my hash set, and then I can return true or false. It's gonna depend of the result. So like I'm gonna add the code here. It's super simple. So I'm gonna just return new hash set. The hash set have to be int, right? Int. I'm gonna populate with nums, right? And I will get the size of this guy. I'm gonna use count for that, and the new hash set have, if it is different of nums.length. So like if it is different, so it means that contains duplicate. So if contains duplicate, I'm gonna return true. Otherwise, it's like using this exclamation. Otherwise, I'm gonna return false. And then let me run. Alright, so the result was accepted. Let me try to submit to see if it's gonna pass through all test case. Yeah, it passed through. So the big O here, it's the big O, like the time complexity is O of n, like, because when we populate data into the hash set, you have to enter it through all elements and populate in a hash set, so that's why it's O of n. I can use a dictionary also. So let me show you guys this another approach. So for that, I'm gonna create a dictionary here. So I'm gonna instantiate a dictionary. In dictionary is a key value pair. So the key is gonna be an int, and the pair is gonna and the value is gonna be a boolean. All right. So the boolean, because we're gonna make sure that we don't really for this kind of for solving that, we don't really need the guy here, like, can be anything, guys, because what really matters is if I populate the data, like, okay, so for example, let me show you guys. It's gonna be easier. For example, I have these two guys here. This is my nums, right? How do I know that we have distinct numbers? Okay, the first time I'm gonna iterate through the array, I will see that I will populate with the key. The key is gonna be the value, and the key is gonna be the number, and the value is gonna be the boolean. So here is gonna be true, right? Okay, it's true. The second time I will say, okay, in my dictionary contains a key with the contains key 1. If it contains a key 1, I just gonna return 2 because I already know that we have twice numbers appear in my array. Otherwise, I'm just gonna return false. So that's pretty much the explanation. It's super simple. But as I said, we don't really need this guy is not gonna be really needed for some kind of logic. It's just to store something, but here it can be false. Doesn't really matter. So like I'm gonna show you guys how solve this kind of problem. So I'm gonna iterate through each value in my, let me just show you guys the description, is easier. So I'm gonna iterate to each number in this array, so var num in nums, right? Here is where the logic is going to exist. If dict1, I will try to get the value, right? I try to get the value of num. The output here, the variable, I will not going to be used, but like if I find a value, which means that it appears more than one time, all right? So here just going to return 2. If not, so it's going to be my first time. So dict at num is going to be equal to false, right? If passed through all of these cases and doesn't reach these guys, so I'm gonna return false, right? Let me run these guys just to show you guys that doesn't really matter. This guy should be true, false. I'm gonna throw a problem here because I forgot the semicolon. Let me submit, and you guys, you guys, you see that is gonna solve the problem the same way. If I change for true, it's gonna be the same thing. Let me see. So okay, it was a setter, as I said, is O of n because I have to iterate all elements in my array, you know. The only this is the worst case scenario. We have the better case, which if the array is empty, but I forgot to add it. But like I can double check, like, okay, my arrays is empty, I can check that. So if it is empty, I'm just gonna return false here. So like this is the best case. For these guys, gonna O of 1, but for time complexity, we just care about the worst case scenario. Let me submit. You guys are gonna see that is gonna be accepted also. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next time.